The following is a dramatic reenactment of the circumstances surrounding an event in the life of Dave Budd.
It was a typical day. I had stopped at the hospital to see my father, who was recovering from hip replacement surgery. I had plans later that evening to see a concert. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary.
That was great. You know, I don't know what I'd do without you. Hey, you! You got some money for me?
Sorry, I don't have anything.
Where do you think you go?
Dutchess 911, what is the address of your emergency?
You gotta send an ambulance real quick. Somebody's just been shot.
Okay, sir, calm down. Tell me the address you're located at. 392 Valley Road.
Dutchess 911 to Town of Poughkeepsie Police Car 12. You request to respond to the area of 392 Valley Road between Riverside Drive and Merritt Road. You reported victim of a gunshot wound.
10-4 headquarters.
Car 35 headquarters. I copied that. I'll be responding also.
Dutchess 911 to Fairview. Respond priority 1 for a male with a reported gunshot wound. Be advised, the town police have been dispatched. All units are advised to station away until the scene is secured. Repeating to Fairview. Respond priority 1 for a male with a reported gunshot wound.
Code 99. Code 99. Code 99.
You okay? All right, where'd you been shot? In the abdomen? Okay. What you got, Frank? All right, he's got a gunshot wound to the abdomen and to the chest. Gunshot wound to the abdomen and one to the chest. You know his name? Dave. Here? How you doing, Dave?
Year-old male gunshot wound to the back, ×2. What's the blood pressure doing?
What you have just seen represents the Hudson Valley at its very best. People in service, partners in rescue, helping another person in their time of need. In this case, and in so many others like it, everyone would ultimately depend on New York State's busiest Level 2 trauma center, the Level 2 Trauma Center at St. Francis Hospital. Hospital President and CEO Bob Savage tells us what St. Francis meant to Dave Budd that night, and what the new trauma center now under construction means to our community today.
Dave was clearly a trauma patient and he needed a trauma center. There are many wonderful emergency departments out there, but there's really only one trauma center. Last year, almost 8,400 people suffered trauma and came to the trauma center for care. What we really see is that the demand for trauma is growing, the demand for service is growing, and we have to grow in order to meet that, and that's really our mission.
Once I realized I'd been shot, but the thought was, this is not a movie, you know, I'd really been shot. I was scared. I was really scared. Well, the emergency crew was great. They just kept encouraging me and telling me that, you know, they're going to take care of me and I'm going to be okay. And once I got into St. Francis, into the trauma center, I felt I was in the best place possible, given the situation.
The expansion of the trauma center that treated Dave is now well underway. Dr. Gary Neifeld tells us about the progress taking place at St. Francis.
The new facility will provide a wonderful physical plant for our trained staff to provide emergency care. And I recently toured it with Jason Barlow, who's supervising the project. And it's just amazing about the space that we're going to have and the size of the new treatment rooms, their privacy, their comfort. St. Francis offers a full range of medical and surgical services to our community. We have recently opened a cardiac catheterization laboratory.
The cath lab itself is a wonderful addition. It was generously donated by Charlie and Betty Conklin. It's an important piece to the overall service to the community.
With the expansion of services, the Taste of the Hudson Valley continues to be the premier food and wine event in the Northeast and a popular fundraising event for St. Francis. Through the efforts of Mike Visconti and his team, over $1 million has been raised on behalf of the hospital. Recently, the expansion efforts of the hospital's Cancer Center got a major boost from Dan Hickey Jr., honoring his mother, Eileen.
When any family is faced with taking on and battling cancer, it's scary, it's an involved process. My mom, when she was ill, spent a lot of time in New York City. You know, I spent well over 60 nights, you know, in hotel rooms, visiting my mom, and it would have been nice if we had been here as a community back then, and today we are. I think if my mom would go through it today, she'd be comfortable getting treated. And I think when the patient's going through a cancer illness, the patient is worried about themselves, but they're worried about their family. And the new St. Francis Center is going to let people in our community take this disease on and be at home. My mother loved life, loved people. Community service came natural to her. My mom was a nurse and an assemblywoman and has so many charitable legacies. St. Francis was important to her. I was born in this hospital. If my mom was around today, she'd be doing a lot of things, and certainly this would be at the forefront. I just feel very gifted to be her son.
The Page family has supported St. Francis for generations. William and Jason Page talk about their family support of St. Francis.
You make a living by what you get, and you make a life out of what you give. And our family's been in business in this county for close to a century now. And we feel dedicated to the community because of their support, namely St. Francis Hospital's support of our family's businesses. And we feel it's now our turn to give back to the community.
Well, back probably, I think it was 15 years ago, they asked me to be on the foundation board. If you support your hospital here locally, they expand, they grow, they bring in real good doctors.
St. Francis is different. It's different than the other facilities in the Hudson Valley. And more importantly, its mission is absolutely vital to the Hudson Valley and its future.
Well, quite frankly, this is the best place I've ever worked as far as people who are committed to patient care. There are a lot of places we go where it's all about the vanity of the surgeon or the vanity of the physician, and that's not the case here. We put patients first.
I know the shooting took place a long time ago, and I've moved on. Working here at St. Francis, I really get a sense of the culture of family that's here. I sit at my desk, all I have to do is wheel around and look out the window, and there's the ambulance bay where I was brought in. And that's a very comforting reminder of what this hospital means to the community here.
St. Francis has the people and the skills to work wonders, but we can't do that without first having the dedication and abilities of the people right there on the scene, like the police, the fire districts, the paramedics, and the EMTs. The capstone of that whole process is Dutchess 911, a call and dispatch center that does a truly remarkable job and is operated by our county. At the Trauma Center, we know we can do many wonderful things, but we know also we can't do it without all those folks helping us first. For almost 95 years, we've served the community, and we actually feel like we're just really beginning, and we're looking forward to that, and we urge you to just watch us.